Hello and welcome. My name is Summalea and I'm going to be your yoga teacher for today's practice where we are moving through a beginner's flow. So if you're new here, I bring out a yoga flow each week, but I've decided that I want to bring maybe another where we really deconstruct poses and we start from the beginning. Now, I remember when I first started yoga, I was really overwhelmed. I felt very insecure on my mat when I went to a studio because I didn't know what the teachers were prompting. I didn't know the correct words. I didn't know where to put my body. So today's practice is about deconstructing the practice. It is going to be a flow. We're going to be moving. We're going to be breathing. But I'll pause and I'll teach you a few tips and tricks. I'll navigate your body and hopefully you feel a little bit more confident the next time you go into a studio or even in your home practice. So let's take it really slow. Let's start in a seated position. Hands come to the tops of your knees. And just know, if this position isn't comfortable for you, there's many ways to make it a little bit more comfy. You can bring a block underneath your bottom. You can sit on pillows. Yoga is all about props. So bring as many props as you need to make this comfortable for you when you're beginning. So I actually personally like to sit on a block. I don't have one here. So sitting down, getting nice and comfy, hands come to the tops of your knees. Allow your shoulders to fall away from your ears and then close down your eyes. And if this isn't comfortable for you, just drop your gaze down towards the mat. And from here, and take a moment to allow your body to relax and just arrive in this space. Let it become comfortable. Let it soften. And this is where you take your body and your mind, even your breath, away from the day you've had and you just arrive to your mat. Beginning to feel the connection of your body pressing down onto your mat. And now just bring your awareness to your breath. And you're just watching your inhale and exhale as it just moves through your body. And I like to call this awareness of your breath a mindful breath. So you can use it at any point in your day if you become overwhelmed or stressed or excited, any emotion. You need to just come back to yourself. Let's close down your eyes and begin to watch your breath move through your body. Together, let's take a deep breath in and a clearing breath out. Gently fluttering your eyes open. Inhale, lengthen through the crown of your head, and as you exhale, just looking over your right shoulder. Inhale draws you to center. Exhale, look over your left shoulder. Inhale to center. Exhale, looking up. Chin comes to the ceiling. We'll breathe in here. And your exhale will tuck your chin to your chest. Inhale to center. Breathe in, reach your arms long. Even your fingertips are active as you breathe in. As you breathe out, twist over to the right. So you're going to send your right arm behind you. And it's like a second spine. Let it arrive lightly. Your fingertips or the palm of your hand meets the mat. Roll your right shoulder away from you. Relax through your shoulders and shine your heart forward. And you should feel this twist from the top of your head and run all the way down your spine to your sit bones. Nice work. Breathe in to lengthen. As you breathe out, twist a little deeper. Maybe your gaze comes behind you. Inhale, sweep both arms up to the ceiling. Exhale, twist over to the left. So this time your left arm comes behind you, fingertips or palm of the hand meets the mat. Shine your heart forward. Relax through your shoulders now. Nice, that's perfect. Maybe your gaze comes behind you. You inhale to lengthen a little longer. Exhale to twist a little bit more. And this hand that's on your knees like a lever, it assists you. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, your hands come forward and you're going to roll over. So using that momentum, rolling all the way over into your tabletop. Now, if that's uncomfortable, just bring your knees to one side and move over to your tabletop. So hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Inhale, dropping into our cow. So drop your belly, pull your chest through your arms, lift your gaze, maybe forward, maybe up to the ceiling. As you exhale to our cat, tuck through your tailbone. See that motion? Tuck through your tailbone, roll, 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 roll up through your spine, tuck your chin to your chest. Nice. Inhale to your cow. Exhale to your cat. Now I encourage you to close down your eyes and begin to move with your breath. Inhale to drop your belly. Exhale to roll through your spine. And it's really beautiful to close down your eyes here, just bringing your awareness to your breath and the movement of your body. It's like a bit of a moving meditation here. In your cats and cows, you might bring some free movements, a little wiggle from side to side. And the wonderful thing about this is, if your eyes are closed, no one can see what you're doing. So you can look silly here, you can really wiggle and pause in strange poses, and that is okay. Yoga is all about how it feels for your body. Well, that's what I believe yoga is. From here, bringing our big toes to touch, knees come wide, sink your hips to your heels, and then reach your arms forward into a child's pose. Your forehead comes down to the mat, or it might float just above. Now, there's plenty of variations of our child's pose, but this is called the wide-legged child's pose, and it just brings space into our hips and this lovely release for our lower back. So closing down your eyes here, taking 3 deep breaths in. Let your whole body soften here. Exhale in your child's pose. Inhale, rolling up to your tabletop. Now we're going to move into our downward facing dog. Hands come underneath your shoulders, spread through your fingers, tuck your toes, lift your hips high as they will go. You can bring a big bend into your knees as well. So see how my back is really flat here? That's what I want you to go for. I don't want to see any rounding through your spine. Hips are high, nice flat back. Push the palms of your hands away from you. Your head is heavy looking through your legs. Now, if your hips are high and you've got a little bit of length in your legs, you're going to slowly drop your heels all the way down to your mat. Now, they might meet the mat or they might float just above. And just know, you hang out in your downward facing dog, just know that it's okay to have big bends in our down dogs. I think when we look on Instagram and we see people with lovely long legs in this triangle, we try to press our heels down and then we suffer because we arch into our spine. So nice flat back first, hips are high, and then bring your heels down. Now wherever you are, begin to pedal through your feet. Shake out your legs. You might try wiggling through your hips, and it's okay if this feels strange, just playing around here. And then we're going to walk all the way to the top of our mat in a forward fold. Now, as you arrive, feet are underneath your hips, a nice big bend through your knees. Your hands hug your elbows and then soften through your shoulders, neck and head. Let everything go here. Maybe welcome a little sway from side to side. Closing down your eyes if that's comfortable. Relaxing your arms down to your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Now, this is a common cue in yoga. A halfway lift, hands come to your shins, maybe a little bit higher above your knees or a little bit lower if you're more flexible. Flat back, roll your shoulders away, but your gaze is down. You don't want to look forward. Your gaze is down. So exhale, fold. Now our halfway lift, we create space. So inhale, halfway lift, creating space. Exhale, fold. Inhale, create space. Exhale, fold. Hands come down, step back, downward facing dog. And just play around with your down dog. Spread through your fingers, lift through your hips, then drop your heels down. Nice work. Inhale, lift your right leg up, three-legged dog. Bend your knee, open your hip. Now imagine your right knee is stacking above your right hip. See if you can bring it there. Take a deep breath in, pressing the floor away with your hands. As you exhale, release, we'll just come to the other side. Inhale, lift up through your left leg. Bend your knee, open your hip. Beautiful. Can you stack your left knee on your hip? Well, not directly on, but close to. Inhale, exhale, release. Let's melt down to our wide-legged child's pose. Big toes together, knees nice and wide, sink back down. Maybe you wiggle your hips, allowing them to come a little bit closer to your heels. 3 deep breaths here. Exhale in your child's pose. As you breathe in, pull up to your tabletop. Press back into your downward facing dog. Hips high first, heels come second. Now, to finish off our little beginner flow today, we're going to move through a vinyasa. So you can sit down for a moment if you need. Now, a vinyasa, we say vinyasa flow. This is a reset in a flow practice, and a lot of teachers will teach it differently. This is my variation, and we're just going to take it slow. We'll move through 3 rounds just so you get a feel for it and notice how it feels for your body. So, coming with me now, downward facing dog. As you breathe in, roll forward, high plank. Now, a high plank, your gaze is at the top of your mat, a nice flat back. In yoga, we press the floor away, and there's a little bit of rounding in your upper back here. If this is a little bit too strong, you drop your knees. Okay? From here, chaturanga, elbows slide beside your body, lower down slowly. Don't just flop down. Hands are underneath your shoulders. Inhale, cobra. You might be a baby cobra. You might come up to a deeper cobra. Or if you're feeling really open, an option is to bring your hands back and you peel all the way up into an upward facing dog. Now, you might have heard this term in a yoga class. From here, we push back, downward facing dog. So we're going to play with our cobra today. Inhale, roll forward, high plank. Take your time to arrive, knees or toes. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Elbows slide beside the body. Inhale, cobra. Roll your shoulders away from your ears. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice work. Let's go through one more. And if that's enough for you today, come into a child's pose. Otherwise, flowing with me as you breathe in, roll forward. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, child's pose. Sink and soften here. Well done. Lifting your gaze, walking your hands back to your knees and making your way to your comfortable seated position on your mat. So if that's bringing a block or a pillow underneath your bottom, please do. And we're just going to roll out our wrists. Clasp your hands together and roll out your wrists. Good job. And just give them a shake. My watch is shaking about. Give them a little shake. And then just roll through your shoulders, forwards and backwards, letting any remaining tension leave your body. And let's finish by sweeping our arms up on our inhale. Reach and lengthen. As you exhale, pull your hands down to heart center and allow your thumbs to rest on your chest. Relax through your shoulders, your jaw, in between your eyebrows, and just close down your eyes for a moment. Here, with a little smile on your face, repeat to yourself mentally, I have a peaceful mind, a loving heart, a healthy body, and a joyful soul. Here, taking a moment to thank yourself for arriving to your mat and becoming more familiar with your yoga practice. It's really special and it's so lovely to have you here. So just taking this moment to just be grateful for your practice, for doing this for yourself, not only your body, your mind, but your breath. And together, let's take a deep breath in and a long releasing breath out. And taking a little bow here. Taking as much time as you need here, and when you're ready, opening up your eyes, giving yourself a little clap and a nice big cuddle. Well done. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I really do hope this has helped. I would love to know, if you are new to yoga and you've just found my channel, has this practice helped you feel a little bit more confident in the way you move? Is there any poses you would like me to do a tutorial on? Please comment below and I will make that happen for you. But until then, have a fantastic week. Well done, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.